Hello, my name is John Webster, and this is my case study for school law. Category 1, problem identification and analysis. What do I know? The school environment is one that belongs to an affluent community. The students have access to almost anything they need, including modern technology, have a lot of things at their hands, again, because the families are so well-to-do. Roosevelt High is a well-respected school. The staff is considered to be exceptional in their teaching strategies. They're demanding of the students. They have high expectations. And this is largely due to the strong leadership at the principal level that have made this school that is well known in the area. What I know about Miss Walker's classroom environment: she's new to teaching. She's in her second year. She lacks functional experience. She is very demanding of her students, which has led to conflict with parents and teachers mainly about class rank and how it will affect students' positions as valedictorian and salutatorian. This has caused lots of problems. She has not been able to modify her teaching style despite suggestions from the principal over the year plus that she's been working in the building. The incident: Miss Walker received an email that prompted her to go to a website. Upon viewing the website, she found offensive language, suggestive comments about her personal behavior, critiques of her teaching styles, and an implied statement of harm to Miss Walker that said, "Who wants to see Miss Walker disappear?" Upon reading this, she became very concerned for her safety and contacted the building principal. Information that was obtained from Miss Walker is that she feared for her safety, and that she would be returning to her parents' house. She also provided the website and the statements that were posted to the principal, and suggested that a student named Randy Franks had several issues with Miss Walker, and that he often disrupts class, and that he is known for his computer savviness, and she thinks he was behind it. What do I need to know? First, I want to know if the posts can be traced by district personnel, if there were other teachers discussed on the website as well, when and where the posts were made, and is it a credible threat? Is there any information posted that could help identify posters, maybe of a specific incident or assignment in one of Miss Walker's class, so we can kind of narrow down our possible suspects? I also want to know what Randy Franks and the other students know about the website. I'd like to speak with Miss Walker again in the morning to find out if there are any students she feels would be very honest and cooperative in helping us get to the bottom of the situation. I also need to know what the district internet usage policy and cyberbullying policies are. Identifying the problem: Miss Walker feels threatened from the comments on the internet. Miss Walker also needs help improving her methods and pedagogies in the classroom, and then we also need to give any look at any possible student violation of the internet usage or cyberbullying, and then provide appropriate consequences. Category 3, a proposed plan of action. My plan of action starts with documentation. I want to make sure I keep a written record of the entire investigation of this incident, all of Miss Walker's statements, any statements from students and parents that may happen to get involved, as well as district technology staff that would help be assisting in the internet investigation. I would also inform higher level administrators of the threat. The potential threat of something like this could lead to other legal issues, be it criminal charges to the students for making these threats. And if this leaks out, there could also be media involved and things like that. So it's important that those above my personal position are in the loop and have information so that they can handle anything that might come up. Again, review policies, cyberbullying, acceptable usage. And then I would meet with students individually, and Miss Walker as well, and try to gain more information about the website and experiences within her classroom, trying to narrow down what students might be involved in this, where it originated, and then how we can fix it. I would have the district personnel contact the website and see if we can get any information about the posters. I would also have the district technology personnel review the internet usage on campus to see if these posts were made while at school, see if we can narrow down who's been logging into the website, or who was logged in on computers that visited the website, to try to help us again narrow down the list of suspects that are involved in this. I would also check on Ms. Walker's well-being. If I feel that she is not in a position mentally to be in the classroom, I would make sure we get a substitute teacher for her as quickly as possible. Also check on the well-being of the students in Ms. Walker's class to make sure her behaviors haven't changed dramatically or that they're not in a potentially bad situation. After this incident was resolved, I would go to work on a teacher improvement plan for Ms. Walker, find a mentor teacher, and work help her to develop better methods to make her a better teacher. And then if Ms. Walker wishes to inform law enforcement if any possible local or state laws have been violated, I would support her with that as well. Strategies, again, documentation. We have to document everything in today's society to protect ourselves. Policy review. I need to be up to date on all policies and not just rely on what I think is understood, what's understood from the student code of conduct, just for my protection. And again, the student and Ms. Walker's well-being. Lots of walkthroughs through her classes, again, to determine if she needs more time away from school to better handle the situation, and to make sure that no students are increasing any kind of possible threats to her or inappropriate behavior toward her. Informing the other administrators, I would do this mainly through email, unless someone wants a person or face-to-face update on the investigation. The technology staff, I would meet with them, have them block the website from the school immediately, because this is a website that has no educational value to the school setting, and anything it causes disruption, especially if there are more than one teacher listed. I would also, again, have them contact to see if they can gain any more information. Student meetings, I would hold the private meetings with the students and ask them what they know about this website, and do they have anything else for me to gain from it. The first meeting I would have would be with Randy Franks, just to see his reaction, and also see, what if he could provide any more information into this. I would probably also remove either Ms. Walker from the hour that Randy Franks has in that classroom, or Randy Franks from that classroom for the first day, just to make sure nothing escalates between the two of them. Develop a teacher plan of improvement. Again, we need to help Ms. Walker understand her shortcomings as a teacher, and it's not so much the demanding part. I feel it's more of a communication issue, how she communicates her expectations to students and parents, and how we can help her become a better teacher without lowering her standards. I think high standards are something that are extremely important for all students. And then we also need to review internet usage policies with all students through some sort of student body assembly, have some presenters come in, something so students understand how these consequences can follow them through the rest of the consequences of these actions can follow them through the rest of their lives, and also hand down appropriate consequences to any students that may be involved in this incident. Category 3, resolve the issue based on promoting the success of all students. What is best for all students? Our first priority is to educate students. We need to educate them better on how to be a quality digital citizenship, and again, have this website blocked so that no students can get themselves in this particular situation again on campus. Now, off campus, that's a different situation. We need to help Ms. Walker improve her teaching methods and provide her the appropriate counseling needed if she needs it, to try to make her a better teacher. We need to help her improve, and then provide consequences to any students involved that are in line with district policies, but also encourage the students to stop that behavior, and also hopefully prevent other students from taking similar actions. Something that shows that the district is not going to have any leniency with this. As resolution to the problem, we're going to know this problem's over when the classroom atmosphere is improved. That's when Miss Walker's teaching methods have improved, when the negative interactions have been reduced between students and teachers, parents and teacher, and when the students learn how to express their frustrations and concerns in an appropriate manner. It's important that we teach kids how to communicate with adults in an appropriate way that doesn't involve text messaging or something on the computer. Our students need to learn how to communicate with each other face to face, and that's something they're getting less and less of in today's world. Debrief the problem. What was I thinking, feeling, and valuing? My first concern was for Miss Walker's well-being. She was obviously stressed from the information that was gained during the phone call, but also the students' mental and physical well-being in that classroom. If Miss Walker decided she wants to try to teach this the few days following the incident, this is a stressful situation from her. She may unintentionally take it out on the students, and we need to make sure that both groups are being taken care of. I also have concerns for the overall staff. If they hear about this incident, they may also worry about their well-being and what's being said about them online. And I was also wanting a quick resolution of this process while providing a learning opportunity. Again, our first responsibility as educators is to make sure that our students learn from their good choices, from their bad choices, not just the text or the curriculum, but also how to be quality people in our communities. What issues are unresolved? Does Mrs. Walker feel safe in the classroom, and can she become a quality teacher? I think those are the two biggest issues that are unresolved. We need to make sure Miss Walker feels comfortable coming to work every day, and can she become the teacher that on paper she looks like she should be? Those are two big things. Did the students learn anything from this incident? Have they grown as people, especially the ones that were directly involved? And does any punishment or educational opportunities provided cause students to think differently about how they use the internet, whether it's in terms of relating to staff or each other, or just in general what they access when they're online? Category 5, reflect on the standards. Component 1, on Standard 5, Component 1, how did I demonstrate integrity? I stressed investigation, not accusations. Even though Ms. Walker feels the one student was directly involved in this, there's no hard proof linking him to this other than her gut. So I really want to stress investigating, not accusing the students that were involved. Also wanted to provide plenty of opportunities for Mrs. Walker and the students to be able to learn and improve on how they fill their roles within the community, within the school community. Ms. Walker needs to tweak her teaching methods. The students need to understand what is appropriate ways to express their concerns for their education as well. And then carry out appropriate punishments if needed, consequences. This is something that in today's world, it's so easy to get online and post something what we feel is anonymously, and think we can walk away from it. Students need to understand that's not the case. Component 2, how did I treat people fairly? I wanted to stress that I listened to all the parties involved before I acted, had unbiased parties investigate the website, the tech department, held all parties accountable for their role in their incident. Ms. Walker has to understand that she needs to improve. The students need to understand that they were out of line in their postings. And then the building principal also has to reflect on himself and see how he could have possibly helped Ms. Walker a little bit more to maybe have prevented this possible situation from ever happening. So there's a lot of things to look at as far as how this issue was resolved. How did I demonstrate a personal and professional code of ethics? Kept all proper parties informed, kept the detailed records of investigation to protect the school district and myself and Ms. Walker and the students. Provided learning opportunities. I think this is the big thing. We're there to educate our students, and we need to help them learn even when it's hard to like them. It's easy to teach kids that are likable, but when they make mistakes that make it difficult to like them at that time, we need to understand that we're still here to provide them learning opportunities and not just focus on the punishment, but punishment, if it's necessary, needs to be carried out. And again, look out for the well-being of all the parties. Make sure Ms. Walker, when she does return to the classroom, is in a good mental position. Make sure the students are in a good position to learn in the classroom, both short-term and long-term, through helping Ms. Walker learn to be a better teacher, and helping those students to find better ways of presenting their information, or their concerns, excuse me. This concludes my presentation. I'd like to thank you for listening to me. and have a great day.